All right, without any further ado, here's Rich Way with Ring.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you guys for joining me today. I know your time is valuable, but I wanted to make the most of it and talk about Ring. A little bit about me. I was former integrator turned distribution manager turned trainer with Bose, and now I am with Ring. And I wanted to talk with you today briefly about some of the new products. So just kind of go over what we're going to cover today. And we're going to talk about our mission, which is obviously to reduce crime in neighborhoods. Talk about our new product, 3 rings of security, setup and integrations with the product, and then Q&A for the end. It's not going to take a long time. I don't have a, we can get in depth with it if you'd like, but I want to make sure that I'm being respectful of your time. So I'm going to go through this as quickly as I can with the most understanding that I can give you. So with that, we'll kind of get started. So our mission is to reduce crime, and this mission drives our team and strategy throughout every decision. It's a statement we live by when we design and engineer not only our products you see today, but the future features and innovations that we're going to be delivering for a long time to come. It also makes the late nights and seemingly impossible tasks more bearable, as we know our hard work will create happy customers and make positive impact on our homes, our communities, and in the world. Ring was founded in 2013 inside of a small garage in Santa Monica with Jamie Siminoff, who you may have seen on Shark Tank, who refused the deal and now is accepted a purchase from Amazon. There's over 3.6 billion Ring doorbells, dings, and motion recordings happening every month. And we caught over 3,000 individual crimes and resolved over 2,800 incidents across 100 countries. So we'll review a little bit of a product updates. Ring's current lineup of devices give neighbors a peace of mind inside and smart security outside, but it all started at the front door. Since Ring's inception, we've done marketing awareness and continuous improvements to the software and hardware. We've been able to maintain a lead in the smart front entry segment of consumer electronics. We wanted to create a group of products that anyone who wanted to reduce crime in their neighborhood had that ability. With our current lineup, we didn't offer anything for renters or apartment dwellers with restrictions on hardware at the door. These new neighbors, renters, homeowners with HOA restrictions, single family homes that can't alter the front door. These new neighbors, they represent over 80 million households. We finally have a solution for them, and I'll show you with this little video.
Yeah, it's working. This is super cool. Are you gonna help me clean up your toys? Be right there. Am I gonna or are you gonna? Hey, thank you. Come on.
Hey, can I help you? Hey.
No, sorry, I'm not helping. Coming.
Wanted to introduce you to the DoorView Cam, do-it-yourself product that is designed for neighbors who want to monitor their door from their mobile device without making permanent modifications to their home. Perfect for renters, apartment, condo dwellers, people with Airbnbs. Do it yourself. It's got an effortless setup with no drilling required, no marks left behind, and with a removable rechargeable battery. You can know who's knocking. So as someone walks by, you may not have motion detection turned on for all the false alerts, but with someone knocking on the door, we have knock detection with on-demand HD video. And then with the Ring app platform, motion with ignore zones and Alexa integration, this product is a home run. As you can see from this list, the opportunities of offering Ring Doorview Cam to your client base is vast. Clean, simple installations that can be sold DIY or added as part of your existing project with very little labor investment. Integrating with smart locks like Schlage, your customers with Airbnbs or vacation condos can unlock the front door straight from the app. This is $199 retail, no permanent modifications available necessary, and then any other products that kind of come through will all fall under the same Ring family. So that's a quick little foray into the Doorview Cam. And our next lineup, I'd like to introduce you with another short little video.
Introducing Ring Smart Lighting, a range of motion-activated outdoor lights to suit any home. Intelligent lighting that's easy to install and simple to use. Connected lights that talk to one another. Motion-activated and there when you need them.
Alexa, turn on the backyard lights.
Ring Smart Lights create a ring of convenience, control, and security. Whether you're home or away, Ring Smart Lights work with Ring cameras to notify you whenever motion is detected. Manage all your devices and monitor your home through the Ring app,
Honey, what's Grant doing outside?
so you always know what's going on.
What are you doing out here, honey?
Ring, always home.
Ring Smart Lighting, it's a smart, affordable way to add security lighting to your home. Efficient LED lights react to motion and alert your system, allowing you to extend your home's ring of security. With very simple to install outdoor rated lights using everyday simple alkaline batteries. These are not the solar powered lights that you get at Target for $3. These products are smart with built-in motion detection, being able to group an entire backyard, and one motion detection will set off the entire backyard. Controllable, dimmable through the Ring app. You can trigger Ring doorbells to start recording once motion is detected, using Amazon to be able to turn the lights on and off with your voice. The first one is Spotlight. You can add a spotlight to any corner of your property. Powerful LEDs illuminate and can be triggered by motion up to 30 feet away. And the prices you see below are retail pricing, $39, using just 4D alkaline batteries. Expand that and get a little bit more light with the floodlight. It's the simplest way to add a massive amount of light to your home. Driveways, garages, front yards, backyards, detect motion and trigger alerts from up to 30 feet away. So the floodlight battery, which is on the left, has an output of about 700 lumens using just 4D batteries, while the wired floodlight output on the right raises that to about 2,000 lumens. Both of these are available in white or black. The path light provides elegant lighting for your path or sidewalk. Brings motion detection to the front of your property. 80 lumens per light with 360 degrees of coverage, with up to 140 degrees of motion detection. Just will range up to 15 feet. The step light, this is really cool. Uses 3C batteries. You can add step lights at stairs, stairwells, steps, railings, walkways for safety and security. Imagine this lining the back fence or lining the railing of your deck. 35 lumens is bright enough to add light but not be a distraction. You have dusk to dawn glow, available in black or white as well. This is the heart of the system at this point. Using the Ring bridge to blanket your home and yard with coverage for up to 50 of the smart lights. So every property requires a bridge, and you can control up to 50 devices up to 1,000 feet. The motion detector, trigger motion from anywhere on your property. In your mailbox, so when someone's either trying to break into your mailbox or the mail arrives, you can trigger motion to either have a Ring light turn on or a Ring cameras to start recording. Mounted on a tree overlooking a yard or a gate, you trigger a group of lights and receive mobile alerts. Now this is the one I'm really excited about. This is the Ring Transformer. Smarten up the existing landscape lighting at the house. Connect your compatible low voltage lights, either 12 volts or 15 watts, 12 volts or 15 volts, to the Ring Transformer. Unlock smart controls from one simple dashboard. Setup that could not be easier. Once the bridge is turned on and added to the Ring app, you then add your lights and create a group of lights to light up and send notifications all at once. So this kind of covers our 3 rings of security. You know, our product line really focuses on these 3 rings, focusing on stopping crime before it happens. Inside the home, they focus on Ring Alarm as a centerpiece for home security. Add additional sensors or even a stick-up cam. Around the home with our lineup of doorbells, lighting, and security cameras. And then the last ring is your neighborhood. The way we achieve this is by connecting Ring users to one another through our social app. And I'll talk about that in detail a little bit later, but first let's discuss our first ring inside the home. Todd Towie, our Western counterpart, probably talked about this in another review last year or earlier this year, but I'll review it again for those that are not familiar. At Ring Alarm, it makes smart home security simple and affordable. It installs easily in minutes and gives you peace of mind inside the home. Utilizing Wi-Fi and Z-Wave, Wi-Fi to connect to the network and to the Ring app, and then Z-Wave to connect to all the devices. It's an adaptive connectivity protocol that allows your devices to securely communicate with each other. The pack that's available at AllNet is a 5-piece kit comprising of the base station, keypad, motion detector, contact sensor, and a range extender. The base station is a central hub of the system. It helps all the other devices communicate with each other. The contact sensors, they're focused on doors and windows and determining if they're open or closed. The alarm can be activated within the app, in person using the keypad, or by voice when you set up the skill. To monitor motion within the rooms, we'll install motion detectors. And then that Z-Wave extender actually extends throughout the entire home and extend that network even further. You can buy this starter kit, $199 retail, and then add other accessories like the smoke and CO listener, which mounts next to existing smoke alarms, the flood and freeze sensor for the sump pumps in the basements, and then third party like the smoke and CO detector from First Alert or the Dome add-on siren. Arming and disarming is super simple within the app, using 3 modes, either disarmed, home, or away. Home is perfect for during those days, which crime is most high in break-ins before 10 a.m. in the morning. Utilizing this disables the indoor motion sensors or whatever you decide. And then away mode allows you to monitor. Pairing this with Amazon will do Alexa Guard. And I'm going to disable Alexa before she starts talking to me a little bit more. Pardon me. When you turn on away mode and you have Alexa Guard turned on, all of the Alexas throughout the house will then turn into glass break sensors. And if the Alexa hears glass breaking, it will alert your phone. You can then send that alert to Ring and turn the alarm system on, activate the alarm, or pull up a live video feed of what's happening right now. And this is the kind of an overview of what the Alexa skill can do. You can arm for home mode, you can disarm, you can lock the front door, you can arm with code to allow disarm with code for when you're coming in and you want it to be able to disarm it. This product is not designed to replace your $15,000 security system. And this is not the market that we're necessarily going for. We're going for the people that want to self-monitor or just want something simple to utilize that aren't going to be monitored. We do offer 24/7 remote monitoring, but this product is more designed for you as an add-on security measure that you can offer to your clients. So we'll talk about the doorbells and cams and do a quick review of that, and then we'll talk about aspects of what the difference is between the two. Ring makes a smart video doorbell that works for any home. All doorbells install in minutes and provide a wide range of features like live view, two-way talk, night vision, and motion detection. Home security begins at the front door. Ring video doorbells let you see, hear, and speak to people at your door from your phone, tablet, or PC. Using battery-powered or wired devices, Ring has a smart security solution for every house or apartment. You can watch over your home in crystal clear HD with built-in night vision, two-way talk, and on-demand video, and then get instant alerts through the Ring app. Integrating Ring alarms and cams, they also work with our Ring partners. This is the lineup of what we have now. We had the Ring video doorbell. It had permanent price decrease of $99. Very, very basic 720p video. Upgrading to the Ring Video Doorbell 2 gives you a hot swappable battery, gives you 1080p, as well as having a wired or battery powered solution. The Ring Door View Cam is what we just reviewed. It is battery powered, but uses the hot swappable battery and has a peephole integrated inside of it. The Ring Video Doorbell Pro, this is what you're going to want to be selling. Gives you the most profit. It's $249. It is hardwired only. So you need to ensure that when you're selling this product that they do have an existing doorbell. And then the Ring Video Doorbell Elite, perfect for new constructions, retrofit where you can get a Cat 5 to it. This is a PoE solution in a flush mount door view. $499 gives you a good chunk of the profit, and this product was designed with a CE integrator in mind. And as you can see from here, we aim to put everything you need in the install and use of the product in box. All the hardware, cables, accessories, even a screwdriver and a drill bit come in every single box. Battery powered or wired, Ring has security cam for every house in every situation. You can watch over your home in 1080p HD with built-in LED lights, night vision, two-way talk, on-demand video. You can monitor your property and get instant alerts through the Ring app, integrating Ring, alarm, and doorbells, and also works with our Ring partners. The lineup of security cams, they really can be divided into two factors, physical installation and what's best for the customer's home. Our most popular model is the Spotlight Cam battery and the Floodlight Cam. Spotlight Cam battery gives you the ability to mount anywhere around your property, provide Wi-Fi, provided Wi-Fi is available. Ring also makes a solar panel that can be used to charge up the battery in the Spotlight Cam battery. The other Spotlights, wired, is powered by being plugged into an AC outlet, and mount, this is the cool one. It's hardwired, meant to be replacing existing light fixtures. Placement can be limited because of this, but it has a triggered switched out. So if you have it mounted on the Ring Spotlight mount, there is a AC hot out, so you can mount it discreetly in the corner of a garage and then take over the existing sconce light. So when it detects motion, it'll turn on those sconce lights without having a big thing like the Ring Floodlight Cam, which some customers love. Some customers want a little bit more custom and a little bit more seamless look. So by far our most versatile product is the Stick-Up Cam. There's two flavors. You got Stick-Up Cam using the standard rechargeable hot swappable battery pack, and then that can also be solar powered, and then they're plug-in, powered either by micro USB or PoE. And that gives you full HD camera for inside or outside use. These can be mounted to the wall, they can be mounted to the ceiling, they can be put on a tabletop. That mount on the bottom is actually articulated. All of these cameras include a user-initiated siren to ward off any unwanted activity. Using our partners, using Alexa-enabled products, and our other partners will allow you to expand your offering into a lot more than just the front door. We want you to use Ring to get into the door, but we want you to also utilize that time as you become the expert to talk about your other products. So while you may not be making a ton of profit on the camera itself, once you're in there, you're able to talk about networking using Eero or a similar product. You'll be able to talk about all the other products that Ring integrates with, as well as upgrading, while you're there, upgrading the television audio systems. This becomes kind of your foot in the door, as it were. The Ring app walks each neighbor through setup and installation. Videos within the app explain each step simply, and then guiding to use the tools and hardware that come with each Ring device. So everything is controlled using the Ring app. You can view activity beyond your home with Ring Neighbors built into the Ring app. You can view tile snapshots of your event history, set up and configure Ring doorbells, cams, and alarms, and then adjust motion and notification settings. So out of the box, your Ring products keep you connected to your home in real time, no matter where you are. When you add a Ring Protect plan, videos of each Ring, motion, and live viewer event are stored in the cloud, so you can review, share, and save them at your leisure. The Protect plan is $3 per month per device, or $30 per year, and that gives you 60 days of live view and Ring motion alerts cloud storage. Once you get up to 4 devices, you'll want to upgrade to the Protect Plus plan. It's $10 per month or $100 annually, and that gives all Ring devices at the home address are monitored. You have access to the videos of every motion for 60 days. It extends the warranty and also included the professional monitoring for the Ring alarm. And then note that all these subscriptions are completely optional to the customer, and that each doorbell or cam comes with a 30-day free trial of the Protect Basic plan. So what's great about this app, it provides you with alerts of activity in your neighborhoods for 24/7. The feature is built into the current Ring app, but for people who do not own a Ring, they can download for free on any iOS or Android device Neighbors. It's essentially a free neighborhood watch that goes wherever you go. Though the app's only been out for a few months, we've heard a lot of stories from our customers on how the app has helped greatly. For instance, one community was dealing with package thefts for months on end. They were able to send their video to local police department, and in turn, the thief was caught. Turns out to be someone within their community, and over 300 packages were located inside their home. And we stand by our product, our neighborhood, and our mission statement. If your Ring product stolen at any time after your purchase, we'll replace the Ring product for free. We'll also provide a limited warranty on all of our parts and labor for 1 year from the date of purchase. You might want to write this down. We have world-class 24/7 support from installation issues, troubleshooting, product questions, and more. We're here to help. And with that, I will open up the floor to any questions.
Hey, Rich. Yeah,
Yes.
we got some good questions coming through.
All right.
All right. Let me expand this. So here's how you can tell I was engaged. I had my dashboard minimized so I could watch the entire presentation.
Wow.
Yeah. So Michael's asking, what is the install procedure for the peephole cam? And that was basically the same question that came up 3 times. Can you elaborate on how the peephole cam mounts? Because you mentioned in your presentation that it's not permanent. So, there's some questions for follow-up on that, please.
So installation is super simple. That's designed for homes with peepholes. We actually include the peephole tool that would remove the existing peephole in the door. Once that's removed, the front cam that's facing on the outside of the door actually has the peephole that replaces it. It goes through the door. You put the battery pack on the back side. Let me see if I can get over to that slide that shows the back side of it.
Do we have like a way to go to like an instructions page or some sort of a page on the site?
Yeah, let me see if I can pull that up. But yeah, the installation is super simple. You take out the peephole, you put in the, you put this in its place, and then there is a tool that you connect the ribbon to the inside, and then that gives you the peephole, the battery on the back side, and then once you do all that, then you connect it using the Ring app. let me see if I can pull that up really quick. There we go. Everybody see that? That is pretty much how it works. You unscrew the existing peephole, you replace it inside.
Yeah. Oh, so now, yeah, it makes sense now. So one of the follow-up questions from another one of the attendees. So there has to be a peephole in the store.
Yes, there has to be a peephole in the door.
Okay. So if not, you just grab your Forstner bit and drill a peephole in the door.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right.
Although that falls outside of the whole not making
The tools
any
are in the
permanent
box.
marks to the product.
Yeah. Okay. Huh. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That definitely clarifies it because I had questions when it was announced how it would work. I didn't even realize that page existed. So thank you for sharing that with us. All
You're
right.
welcome.
So moving on. Couple questions about the alarm. So is there a way to do zone bypass? I think you mentioned that during the presentation that there is a home mode that does zone bypass, but is there a
Correct.
way to do an away mode with zone bypass? If let's say you want to leave a couple windows open when it's kind of cool spring days or cool fall days and you want to leave a couple windows cracked and those sensors aren't going to exactly be aligned?
That is a great question. I believe there is, and I'm actually pulling. I have not actually. If you'll bear with me, I've been with the company for about a month, and I've been using the alarm for about 3 weeks. So that's a really good question.
Well, we can circle back to that one.
Yeah, let's circle back to that, and I can
Okay.
send an update to it.
Sure. So the other question that comes up, and I think Todd addressed this, but we'll see if there are any updates. Are the dealers / integrators allowed to set up the Protect plan and then bill the customers bundled into something else that they may also sell? Like let's say they've got an Eero plan or an Oversee plan or something like that they're already doing. Is there a way that the integrator can pay the bill, or does it have to be set up with each individual homeowner?
It has to be set up with each individual homeowner. There are some things we're researching and looking into, but today, as it stands, that is done through the app itself.
All right, thank you.
To circle back to the alarm, yes, within the device settings, you can activate any of the motion sensors or any sensor. You can do a hot swap of being able to turn it on or off in home mode or away mode. So during the summer, if you want to deactivate the contact sensor in the kitchen because you like to have the window open, you can enable that just for away mode.
Okay, perfect. All right, the next question, we've got a string of questions for the outdoor lighting product line.
Yes.
Can you go back and review which lighting can be hardwired versus using batteries? It looked like it was just the wall-mounted lighting. What about the pathway and landscape lighting?
The only things that are going to be hardwired is the wired floodlight, which you see on the screen, and that connects to AC. If you have pathway lighting that you wanted to hardwire, you would use the transformer. And the transformer is going to give you 12 volt or 15 volts. You would purchase any landscape lighting that you can hardwire and then replace the transformer that comes with this one. And then that would give you all the features with a hardwired system. This system is inexpensive and it's designed to, actually pull this up really quick. This system is simply designed as a wireless retrofit solution and not a hardwired solution. So to recap, just the wired floodlight and the transformer are the only ones that are hardwired to AC.
Okay, so
Everything else
if a house has existing landscape lighting, you know, the old-fashioned direct burial cable out to, you know, a couple dozen Malibu lights or whatever uplighting and wall wash lighting that the customer got from a home center or a lighting showroom, we could replace, if it runs off 12 volt or 15 volt, which most of them do, we could replace that with the transformer and then
Correct.
automate those lights.
Mhm.
Okay. What is the wattage output of that transformer? Oh,
The
it says
wattage output of,
never mind. I have the dashboard over it.
Yep. There you go.
Can you use multiple transformers in the same project?
Yes, you can.
Okay, perfect. So you could zone out your outdoor lighting and then also expand beyond 200 watts by using multiple transformers.
That is correct.
Okay.
Yes, you can
I
have one for
noticed,
the front yard, one for the backyard, one for all the step lights, whatever you decide.
sure. Okay. And it says motion detector is required for motion detection. If you just want strict app control, you don't need the motion detector at all.
Correct.
Okay. All right. And then that comes to a follow-up question from another attendee. Can you disable motion for app-only control of the, and I think it was the landscape lights that with the stakes that pop up, the pathway lights. So there was two questions on that. Can you disable the motion on that SKU for app-only control? And then the second one is, if it's 360 degrees, how do you set the motion range? How do you know what area is 0 or 12 o'clock?
So it's a really good question, and I can answer that.
Because here's
So
my interpretation of that. Like on the cameras, we can do motion in the app by drawing what part of the field of view we want the motion to see. But is there something like that on the lights where we draw what pi of the circle?
Yeah, it's
we
not
want
a
it to
360.
detect?
It's 360 degrees of light, but it is only 140 degrees of motion. And so just like the pi piece, you would draw out a range per device, and then enable center, left, or right fields to narrow that field down, or you could disable it altogether. And then, as you can see from the lights, the motion detector, you can see where exactly the motion detector is. That little white dot on the
there it
front,
is.
that's
Sure.
your motion detector.
Nice. Perfect. Okay. Well, thanks for drilling down on that. Okay. So the other question that popped up is alkaline batteries. How
Yes.
do you take the thing apart to get the batteries in and out of it? And I guess this
So
question applies to 3 different SKUs, right? Or 4 different SKUs.
yeah, so the Ring Smart pathway lighting, actually I have it in my trunk. I actually don't have it here, but I believe that the top unscrews and you can pull it out and then just replace them, drop them in like a mag light.
Okay.
The spotlight, you can see that little thumb screw on the bottom of that mount. That thumb screw pops off, and then you can take the camera down, replace the lights that way with a almost like a penny screwdriver.
Okay. Not camera though, just light, correct?
Just lights, yeah.
Okay. All right. And then what about the step light? Because that one looks like it doesn't have much room to it.
The battery floodlight is the same as the spotlight. You can take it off, and there's a slotted plastic screw that you can undo with either a coin or a screwdriver. And these things can last up to a year and a half, depending on usage. You were asking about.
I think the step light,
lights.
the little one.
Yeah, step lights, they pop off, and then the backside unscrews with 3C batteries.
All right, thank you. All right. The next question is also about the outdoor lighting. What if the application calls for more than 50 light locations? Can we do 2 systems, 2 bridges on one project?
That is something I'm actually looking into. So I don't have the answer for that just yet. My first thought is yes, you can. But when we're talking about wireless broadcast on which one connects to which one, that's an answer I'm going to have to get from you.
Okay, and this is a follow-up question, and this might be part of the answer. I'm just guessing here, but I know on Ring, the doorbell, we can do multiple properties on one app if a customer has a home and then they also have a vacation home, or let's say a person has a home and then they have one at their office. So can we also do the lighting control at multiple properties and just have it be on the app as property 1, property 2, property 3?
Yes.
Okay. And then the follow-up question on that is, let's say the person who has a home and an office, is it individual per the app or is it individual per the account? Meaning if like Mr. Smith owns a home, a vacation home and an office, if he wanted to give access to someone at the office to another person at the office, they wouldn't also have access to his home and his vacation home, would they?
So that's a great question. That's something I utilize a lot. So in my neighborhood, it's quite funny when there was a Ring discount quite a few years ago. I sent it out to all my neighbors to say, hey, I'm part of the neighborhoods program, and this was when I was working at another distributor, which we will not name who it was. My neighbors were like, oh, you're working for Ring now, and that was 5 years ago. Now I am the Ring guy on my block, and I have given access to my immediate neighbors to my left and right. I've given them access to my front door. Within the app itself, you can set up delegated users to either use the alarm system or just have access to certain cameras on your property. So my neighbor to my left has access to my front door. And so they can look if something's happening outside. They can log onto the Ring app. They don't actually own any Ring product, but they can log into the Ring app and look at my front door. So if a package arrives, they're really nice. They'll walk over and get the package when they see that motion comes in because I'm traveling a lot. If you have an Airbnb property, this is the greatest use case. So you've got Airbnb property. You can give alarm access to any individual with an email address, and you can remove access as well. So when they come to the front door, you can see who it is, unlock the door, send them an email to say, hey, you've been invited to utilize the alarm while you're here. And then at the end of the weekend or the end of the day, when their checkout time is done, you simply remove the access. And so they can have access to individual cameras. They can have access to your entire account. They can have access to the alarm system as well.
Can you set it up to expire, or do you have to manually turn it back off?
I believe you have to manually turn it back off.
Okay, that's still really awesome. Okay, so a couple questions about the battery life. I think we covered that. You said 12 months is typical, 18 months is achievable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you still need a bridge when you are using the transformer for existing lighting?
Yes, because that bridge will talk to the transformer. The transformer has no way to communicate without the bridge.
Okay, so the transformer is not Wi-Fi. The bridge is a Wi-Fi to, is this Zigbee or Z-Wave or proprietary? Are we allowed to say?
I believe it is proprietary.
Okay, perfect. All right, so it's basically the format converter from Wi-Fi to whatever. So it bridges, I guess all puns intended, it bridges from the other products, which would be Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it's kind of the
So
reason we picked the name.
all of the existing lighting product that we've had, the floodlight cam, the spotlight cam, so those are all Wi-Fi. And this new lineup is not Wi-Fi, it's RF.
Correct.
Okay, cool. All right, let me see. So we talked about multiple properties. We talked about over 50, zone bypass. Oh, integration. So I saw on the slide there was an IFTTT logo. So we would be able to tie into certain other IoT style products through IFTTT. What about integration via IR RS-232 or IP control? Is this something we could do through SmartThings, or is that more of a SmartThings question than a Ring question?
That would be more of a SmartThings question. I know with IFTTT, it's very limited in what's controlled. For instance, in my home, I've got Caseta, and I utilize IFTTT whenever someone rings my doorbell. My front porch light will turn on. Whenever's motion detected in the backyard, I will turn on my Caseta lights, and then if someone's at the front door, it can send you a message over IFTTT. So there's very limited right now in what IFTTT can perform, and I do not believe that any of that covers the alarm system.
Okay.
The applet has not been written yet. There is an open API, but there is nothing that I know of outside of a couple of motion and camera alerts on IFTTT.
Okay, perfect. All right, let me see.
There are other third-party people who have made drivers that can interact with a Crestron system or a Savant system, but I don't have the knowledge to discuss what that is. But you know, there's a couple of YouTube videos and I think a CE Pro article.
Okay, so Michael's asking follow-up questions on the bridge broadcast range. This is up to 1,000 feet. So he's like, what would be real world? And then also, if it's mounted, like say in the garage of a 5,000 square foot house, would it have problems reaching the lights out far on the side? And then also, can you use multiple bridges to expand the range, or is there some sort of range extender?
That harkens back to how many bridges can you have on an account, and I do not have that answer. So I'll have to get that. I'll have to get that answered for you. Real world, I mean, it's 1,000 feet, considering line of sight or through a garage wall. So I would make the assumption that 1,000 feet is real world. But obviously, if you put it inside of a concrete garage bunker, you're going to be limited. I mean, it is still RF signal. You can utilize that. I believe that it's going to be, in certain situations, it's going to be trial and error. But I would say that the same mentality that Lutron uses for their repeaters are rated for 200 feet, or was it 120 feet? But everyone knows you can go up to 300 feet and it still will work. My official answer is it works up to 1,000 feet, but your results may vary.
Okay, thanks. So I'm assuming 1,000 feet is a super long range for RF out of one device. It can't be 2.4 like Zigbee. It's got to be something lower, like you said, like the Lutron frequency range or something like that. But if it's proprietary, I guess we won't know unless we just play with it.
Right.
Okay. Well, I mean, we just got the product in the building, and we had a couple people asking for it right out of the gate. So maybe we'll have some history in the next couple of weeks that we'll be able to share. So Michael, let me know if you want to get a kit to play with.
Now, I did want to talk about that for 1 second. Something that is, kind of the elephant in the room, and that is with our Pro channel that's been developed, and part of the resurgence of wanting to pay attention to the Pro integrator. There's been a lot of things happening in the works. Yes.
Let's table that to the very end because we're going to edit that out before we archive.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let me see. So is any of the product geared to work with Google Assistant, or is it all geared toward Alexa for voice control integration?
As of right now, it's all geared towards Alexa. We are an Amazon company.
That makes all the sense in the world. Okay. All right. So follow-up question, anything aside from SmartThings potentially for integration with IR, RS-232, or IP for control over the lighting through, say, Control4 or Elan or Crestron, et cetera?
That is a lot of, I don't know yet. I know there is a lot of discussion and a lot of things that are being talked about internally that we need to pay attention to. But today, no, it's all a closed system when it comes to that discussion.
But in theory, if we've got IFTTT that can integrate with Lutron, we could, if there's any Lutron in the system, there's a Lutron bridge or connect, then we could send a command from any control system that operates with Lutron and then just have a zone. Let's say we create a phantom zone in the Lutron or create a real zone in the Lutron and then just have the ring through IFTTT respond to it.
This is why I like you, Rick. You and I think alike. Yes, there is, if you would like to put the cuss in custom, then you can create any imaginable thing. I mean, we are integrators. We are not piece mealers. So we take products that aren't designed to talk together and we make them talk together, which is why CEDIA is filled up so much, which is why everyone has got a solution. So if you can create an applet that the doorbell rings and the IFTTT sets off a Lutron phantom zone, and then you have a sensing program through RTI that detects that phantom zone, that will then turn on a Bose or Sonos speaker to announce that the front door is coming. There are ways around getting things done, and I think there's enough technology out in the world that we can make anything happen.
Okay, well, I guess I was thinking like, if they have a routine that they open up their C4 app or open up their RTI, Crestron, Elan, whatever app, or they've got it on, dusk to dawn sensor, the astronomic time clock.
Mm-hmm.
We could also have it say, well, hey, while you're also turning on these Lutron lights, IFTTT will sense that and then turn on the ring lights that are outside. Because there's really not an elegant way to do this with Lutron. I mean, I did it in the old days. We did a Lutron
Well, Ring app
switch
has
and
dusk
then
to dawn built in.
pardon?
The
Oh, it
Ring
does have
app,
astronomic built in?
it does. You can have them turn on at dusk, turn them off at dawn.
Okay. So if we wanted to perfectly track, we could go down the integration path, but if we wanted to just have it be similar, we would just set similar values in each different app or each different programming environment.
Correct.
Cool. Oh, that's it. Okay. Well, then it takes the wind out of that application note, because we've got it, so we can solve it another way, which is just fine.
Yes, built in.
All right. Yeah, and if the customer calls and says, hey, you know what, my landscape lights are 10 minutes behind my door lights. That's how it works, sir.
Yeah.
All right. What else do we have going on here? Looking at the rest of these questions. So poor Ralph noted that he wasn't able to see the presentation. Ralph, I'm going to follow up with an email once this is posted, so you'll be able to look at the archive. So I don't know that Ralph is even still with us.
Sorry, Ralph.
Sorry. Oh, he's logged in twice. Well, maybe he was able to get it to work. Wow, we've got a big audience today. Thank you everyone for joining us. This has been a good one. All right, Rich, do you want to go ahead and talk about the Pro Channel specific items that we discussed, and I'll go ahead and bookmark this as our end point for Walter when we edit this.
Okay.
All right.
So there's been a lot of discussion within the Pro Channel, which is, comprises of myself, someone in the East, and someone in the West, which would be Todd Towie. I guess giving love to the Pro Channel. And while these lights do not offer a lot of profit, there is a solution that we've been able to provide, and that is the bundles. You can purchase bundles that give you a little bit better margin while you're not going to go home and actually eat a great dinner with the margin created. The bundles will provide a lot more than buying them piecemeal. So when you're designing the systems and when you're speccing the systems out, you can actually buy a kit from AllNet, which comprises of 2 landscape lighting and a bridge, or a floodlight cam and a bridge, or 2 spotlight cams and a bridge. And those products are available through AllNet. If they're not stocked, they can be ordered. And then you can augment that with additional piecemeal systems. So ordering the kit gives you an extra $5 or $10 of profit, and then ordering each individual light on top of it. So you can have 8 to 10 landscape lights with a bundle and have that little bit extra cushion when you're giving your proposals and when you're building in that labor. But we are definitely a labor profit center, to where you can charge a decent amount to install this product, because I think I was reading in CE Pro earlier today was DIY is not as scary as everybody thought. And reality is that a lot of people want this product installed for us. All of us have a technical bend. We all like to tinker with things, which is why we're in this business. There's a lot of people out there that don't. and they don't believe that they can do it themselves, or they'd rather pay someone to do it for them. And that's where we're going to be able to offer that product in a seamless solution. I mean, these products, 10 years ago, it was a $2,500 door station with a rerouted video matrix, and it cost $2,500 for the product, and then it cost an additional, $300 or $400 to install it and integrate it. Now the products are super simple, and you can do 10, 12 of these in a day. I mean, you literally start at one end of the block and install it all the way down to the other end of the block, and have a pretty good day's worth of labor built in. So that's kind of where we're designing and where we're bending. And you'll see at CEDIA, and you'll see it things coming down the line, that we're going to make some more changes and make some more positive impact in the Pro channel to allow you to make this a valuable part of your business.
All right, thanks. Well, yeah, that'll be helpful. We are going to assort the kits. Dave will have those set up. If they're not set up, they'll be set up soon. One of the other questions that we get occasionally, this didn't come up from the presentation, but we do get this all the time. So there are kits, particularly with a Ring alarm, that are available on Amazon and directly through the Ring site that are not available through the Pro channel. And it looks like this pricing is pretty sharp. Obviously, it's pretty significant discounts on some of the sensors. Will any of those additional kit SKUs be available through the custom install distribution channel like AllNet?
There is discussion. I know the 5-piece kit is available through you guys. You're probably talking about the 10-piece kit that was designed for the club channel, and obviously Amazon and Ring have that exclusive ability as well, since they're the owners of the product. When that exclusivity ends, I don't actually have the answer, but yes, the end goal is to align the custom integrator and treat them like they would any other retailer. So that's what we would like to see. As of today, though, that is a battle we are working for you guys, to allow those discounts and those bundle kits to be available through distribution. And it kind of started with the Ring, with the Smart Light bundles.
Well, that makes sense. The home of the $2 hot dog, those guys probably write a bigger order than I do, so they get to have an exclusive. They get to have an exclusive SKU for a while, I'm sure. Okay.
It's $1.50, by the way.
I love going to Costco for the brats. That you go there, you walk. You don't even have to go shopping. You just walk in through the outdoor and go to the deli, and a brat and a chips is like $2, and then you leave. So good times. All right, Rich. Well, thank you very much for the presentation today.
Yes, thank you.
It looks like we don't have any additional questions. Ralph is still with us. He asked, please do follow up with the email on the presentation. Ralph, I will absolutely do that, and I will do that for everyone who's on the call today. If you have anyone who on your company who would you think would benefit from seeing the presentation, I will share the presentation with you. Look for an email from me. Give me 7 to 10 days to get that prepared. Maybe a little bit longer because we've got a holiday coming up tomorrow. So everyone have a safe Independence Day, and try not to blow any digits off. We're going to count on seeing everyone with the same amount of fingers they had the last time we saw them. Rich, do you have any closing words today?
Thank you guys for the time. I see most everyone stayed on, so thank you very much. And any questions, reach out to Rick or email me, rich.way@ring.com.
All right, and thank you everyone for attending, and Johnny, thank you as well.